Today I'll brief you about the construction management, which is a major part in civil engineering, and this will be covering also what is construction management and what are the stages of a typical project, also what is PMC and what is the role of PMC in the project, all of this and more coming right up. The construction management is a construction professional service which function is to manage the following aspects of construction projects. So the first one is the schedule. So they will manage the program of work and the progress follow-up, things like that. And also second one is the scope. What are the works in the project and where the scope limits are. Then third point is the cost. So they will be monitoring the project budget, cost control and variations. And the fourth point is the quality. So compliance to project specifications and the quality of workmanship in the project. And the fifth point is the safety. So safety, health and the environment and the well-being of the workforce and all of these things. So these 5 things are the major things that construction management function is to manage and monitor. So this service or this professional service is also referred to as PMC, and this stands for Project Management Consultant. And usually the project management consultant uses project management specific or special techniques to manage the planning, design and construction of the projects. And why is that? This is to ensure that the project is delivered on time, on or under budget, as per the required specifications and at the highest possible quality. And if we are meeting for the first time, I am Ahmed Adel and you are watching Cost Engineering Professional, and here I help you develop the required skills and enhance your knowledge to elevate your cost engineering career. So if this is what you want, you can quickly subscribe. So here we are talking majorly about cost, time and the quality, and these 3 terms are frequently referred to as project management triangle. Now, what are the typical project stages? We have the first stage, which is screening and feasibility study, and under this stage we can have things like the business case and the general project feasibility. Then after that we go to the design, and under the design we have the concept design, schematic design, detailed design, tender documents and the IFC documents. Then the third stage is the pre-construction, or the one that we call mobilization, and the mobilization will include things like contractor facilities, site supervision staff, water and electricity for the work, access roads and such things. Then after that you have the procurement, and the procurement is the acquisition of goods and services from external sources. After that you will go to the construction itself, which includes the engineering work and the construction activities. So these are the stages of a typical project. And to understand more about the role of the PMC, or the project management consultant role in the project, we need to understand who are the parties in construction. Usually the parties in construction are the employer, also referred to as the owner or the client, and we have the engineer, also referred to as the consultant, and also we have the contractor, or let's say main contractor and his subcontractors and suppliers and all of these parties. Sometimes the employer appoints the PMC or the project management consultant to manage the coordination between the project consultant and the project contractor. And actually this is more applicable in bigger projects where you have, for example, construction works and the infrastructure works, and you have more than one contractor doing the construction because it is big, and the same case you have more than one contractor doing the infrastructure because it's big. So for community developments and stuff like that, the PMC will be very much required to coordinate between all these parties working at the same time at the same place. So the need for the construction management services is more when the project scale is bigger, when the project is huge. So while the construction is ongoing, you will find the PMC arranging consistent weekly and monthly meetings to monitor the project progress and to identify and resolve any problems that might hinder the project progress. Also, the PMC will be required to monitor the project documentation. And when we say documentation, we are talking about things like reports, logs, registers, program of work, and stuff like that. So when we talk about reports, we have the daily reports, weekly reports, monthly reports, and stuff like that. Any kind of reports in the project will be monitored and controlled by the PMC. The logs, of course, the procurement log, shop drawing log, variation log, and stuff like that. Then you have any registers in the project, risk register, and all this stuff. And of course, the program of works itself, which will include the progress, the delays, uncertainties, the risks, and extension of time, if any. Also, the project management consultant rule or activities will vary depending on the type of contract used in the project. So we have the lump sum, the cost plus, the guaranteed maximum price, and the unit price, and these different types of contracts. So the rule or the activities that will be conducted by the PMC will vary depending on the type of the contract used in the project. If there is something remeasured, then they will do more of take-off. If it's lump sum, so they will make sure that everything is included and everything is executed, and the variations and all of this stuff, and so on. And also some disputes will happen sometime during the works and all of this. So just to give you a brief about the dispute resolution mechanisms available, I'll not state all of them, but some of them. We have the arbitration, we have the conciliation, mediation, negotiation, mini trial, private judge, and stuff like that. So in case these services are required to resolve something, the PMC feedback will be much appreciated by these people to be able to make a decision. And in this video, I am talking about the 10 most important commercial terms in contracts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.